This is the most points FGCU has ever scored against a Big Ten team.
You sure about your Big Ten numbers? I just went through and counted up. I got 6-3. You got 6 and 3.
Okay, I'll double check it.
Yeah.
What questions? Go ahead.
First of all, while I'm thinking of it, how's Ty? What do you think there?
Well, we're hoping Ty's okay. It looks like we're hoping that it's just a bruise, that she banged knees. It was knee on knee with another player. It hurt, but she seems to be doing all right now. Hopefully she's getting some ice and she'll be back shortly.
Overall thoughts, this was kind of a really impressive across-the-board win.
Yeah, this is definitely a good win for us. You know, Illinois has a lot of good players, and a lot of them are returning from last year, and they're really well coached. And, you know, we were able to, you know, the defensive intensity we had early, I think, you know, set the tone for us a little bit. And then, you know, we had a lot of players play well. I mean, Rose didn't get to play a lot of minutes today. But when she was in there, she was super effective. Naz had great releases on her shot, caught it with confidence. You know, I've been saying I think Nasrin is poised for a breakout season, and, you know, first game against a quality opponent, she came up big for us.
Your point guard came in and took all of 15 seconds to score. She looked pretty good out there, I thought.
Yeah, she's a really talented player, really smart player, and it gives us some options at point guard, which is important. Like even at the end of the game, you know, when another team's pressing, even with a big lead, you have to have somebody in that can handle the ball. So Lisa's in the game at the end of the game, and, you know, Ty's helping her out handling the ball, but you know, she has been a big lift for us, and she's making a big impact. So I look at her, and I look at Nasrin almost like a new addition to our team, because she's so much improved from a year ago. It's you know, like getting a great transfer or something like that. But she developed here.
As your first start, you had to be very excited about that, and then you know, heck, you played a heck of a game. How did you feel about how you played today? And, you know, were you pretty pumped for this first start?
I was actually really, really nervous. I was telling all my teammates I'm super nervous, and I mean, I think I played okay. I just have 2 rebounds, so I have to do better at that, and take care of the ball better. I would turnover, so there's room for improvement.
And you
my
got
defense,
backdoor twice.
Yeah, my defense was. There was people coming up to me telling me I played great defense, and I was just like, I'm gonna be on film. There's no way I played great defense.
Actually, Nasrin is a very good defender, but she was. Sometimes you can get a little too pumped up, and all of a sudden you're jumping passing lanes instead of just filling your responsibility. But I'm really confident that Nasrin will be able to make a difference on both ends of the court.
You're being pretty modest about your okay game. I mean, 6 of 7 from the field. Just when did you know kind of your shot was on?
Kind of. I took a contested 3, so I was like, oh, okay, they're all going in. But yeah, it wasn't really a good shot, but that's how I knew. Yeah. But then during halftime, I was telling my teammates, like, they're just gonna scout me as a shooter, so I have to open up the floor. So I kind of worked on my catches, and they're actually pretty good. So it was cool, I guess.
So this is what goes on at halftime.
Yeah,
Before
yeah.
I get there. Okay.
Yeah.
How long did it take for you for the nerves to settle, Naz?
Probably a couple minutes into the game. I was just so nervous. I didn't want to mess up. So. Yeah.
What would you say the biggest difference is from last year to this year, and maybe your confidence, or just kind of what we can expect from you? Because even Carl said he thinks you're going to have a breakout year this year. Why do you think that is?
I think this year I'm definitely playing harder than I did last year. So just and getting over mistakes. I still struggle with that, but I'm trying to work on that. So I think that's the biggest difference.
Rosemarie, I saw you coughing pretty hard on the bench. I'm a little droopy myself today. Are you a little bit sick right now?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay. And what was your thoughts on just how the team played overall today? I thought you guys looked really good today.
Well, first off, I would just say that they played ball for our first game. While I was in the bathroom choking, I could just hear the crowd go, woo, so I'm like, they're doing good. And I'm actually making what's the score and everything. But while I came back and we were up, I was just like so proud of my team in general.
Rose, what does it do to be able to kind of start the season this strong against, a Big Ten opponent, pretty much, kind of dominating them from start to finish?
I would just say it would just really put a target on our backs. Now that everyone would just be like, whoa, like first game, FGCU is, especially how we finished last year. And yeah, basically that.
Did you take anything while you were back off the bench, or was it just I need some air?
Yeah, what'd you get? I need some.
What'd you say?
Did you take any
got any
medication? And
medication?
what
Oh, no, just water, and I had one cough drop.
Thank good cough drop. Carl, 9 steals, defensively started the game off with 3 straight turnovers. What do you think of the defensive effort?
Well, I thought the defensive effort early was outstanding. It's just a matter of can we keep that type of intensity, because it did kind of settle in, and you notice a huge difference as soon as our intensity dropped in the quality of shots that Illinois was able to get. So we're trying to keep fresh bodies out there so that we could keep playing hard and making plays. And what we need to learn from it is just we have to find a way for the players on the court to be reminding each other to lock in and to compete on every possession, because it's really easy to start letting your mind wander, and all of a sudden you're not in a good stance, or there's a defensive responsibility that you just don't take as seriously. So it's a constant reminder for everybody on the team to, all right, lock in, let's go. What are they running? This is how we're playing it.
Carl, I know it's super early and it's just, first game of the season, but how encouraged are you to be able to kind of have this type of win against a Big Ten opponent?
Well, I'm happy to win. I mean, this is a team that beat us last year with the same players, and I thought I thought we looked like it was our first game, even though we shot the ball well and we scored. There's a lot of mistakes for us to clean up, and I just hope that our team has the right attitude about, whether you win or lose, there's still a lot of things to work on that can be better. And from the outside, it may have looked, it looks really good, but the people that are at practice every day can see, ooh, that wasn't what we were supposed to do, or that's not what we called, or that's not what we said in a timeout. So getting past that and just making progress every day and having the right attitude. But I like this team. I like coming into work, and hopefully they have the mindset that they want to keep getting better.
The fact that you've got these girls kind of shaking their head when you say, like there's things that we can improve on, did you have that mentality from your players last year? Do you feel like they're more bought into really kind of, not being complacent and really trying to get as best as they can get?
Well, I'll say early last year we had severe listening problems where we didn't really believe in what we were doing, and everybody kind of had their own agenda. And it wasn't until the evidence of getting beat quite a few times and handily that we kind of came to the conclusion that maybe we need to do something about it. I think there's a lot of things we can work on in terms of our practice approach and getting through things quicker and paying attention longer. But there isn't a comparison to last year at the beginning of the year. I think everybody now who's been here for a year, they understand what we're trying to do, and they understand that it works, so they're more willing to try it.
Rose, how big is it for this team specifically when you guys get the 3-ball, just kind of seeing it fall? I mean, like when Taylor's going off and, you obviously hit one Naz, contested one. Just how big is that for this team, and to be able to kind of pump, use that momentum once the 3 actually starts falling?
It's huge because he emphasizes every day how we should not be short. So the fact that we are hitting Brad back rim and down is just a great feeling because like we're actually listening to the technique and it works, and I think we're just really proud of ourselves for shooting good.
But does that pump you guys up, like actually during the game when you see it fall?
Oh.
Does that help with other parts of the game, just defensive intensity and maybe, you know, getting into your offensive sets even that much more hard and such?
Yeah, definitely. I think it does.
How are you going to move forward from this? I think it's the next 8 games on the road.
Yeah, that's a really tough stretch, obviously. So we'll get ready for FIU. We'll get prepared as we can for that, and then we'll take what we learned from Illinois and see if we can't be a little better at some things. And it's not an ideal situation in that there's so many games in a short window, and we're big on fixing the stuff that isn't working or we're not doing it well. So we like to have a little more time, but this is the schedule that's in front of us. It's really challenging, but our players will get a lot of time to spend with one another. And, this is a situation where sometimes that could be trouble, but one thing is our team has a really good chemistry off the court. They really enjoy being around each other. They have a good sense of humor with one another. So, I'm looking forward to going on the trip, and hopefully we'll be playing good basketball.
What can you tell me about FIU game on Wednesday?
Well, I'll tell you what, FIU is much improved. They had Miami down, I think, 6 going into the fourth quarter at Miami. So we've got to put this win behind us and start preparing for a really tough game. They have a point guard that is really tough to guard. So we're going to have to be able to lock in and stay in front of her, and we're going to have to rebound the ball, keep them off the glass. And then offensively, we're just going to have to be a little better with our movement.
Yeah, as I saw you kind of going nuts on the bench once Liberty kind of started getting going a little bit. What was that about?
I don't know. She's just one of my closer friends on the team, and I was really excited that she got her first college career point. So that was exciting.
Anything else?
Thank you all.
Hey, thank you guys.
Thank you.
You guys.
Very, very nice game.